really super thin leeches. That's what we're going to do. Old Bill Sheese knew all about this up at Henry's Lake. We're going to show you a really cool pattern that's super simple. Even Brig can tie it. He really can.
That's a big brown throw.
This is a really simple style of fly made popular at Henry's Lake up in Idaho. This is a Bill Sheese style. We're going to tie it really sparse and use really small hackle. But if you fished a fly that looks like this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They can be absolutely brutal. So anyway, real simple. I'm going to take some woolly bugger marabou, really sparse, and I'm going to tie this in. I like to do these as long as I can get them out of this woolly bugger marabou. So it's going to be about that long. It will be longer than the body slightly. And no, the fish won't short strike it. They're not that smart. All right, so I just peeled off the fluff off of that marabou so that when I wrap that down, it's nice and even. I forgot to show you that technique, so I'll back up. Check this out. So when you have your marabou trimmed, you can just take your thumbnail and peel off a bunch of that stuff. And that will make it so that when you tie it down, it's nice and slender like that. On this fly, it's pretty critical. I have a really cool Yardbird brown midge saddle. I think the biggest feather on this is a 16. Now this is a size 10 fly, but that was kind of part of the charm behind those Henry's Lake flies. They were really sparse, really thin, and the hackle was really small. So we'll just do it up that way. The dubbing that I'm going to use for this body is really cool. It's a voodoo dub called Dark Brown Copper UV. Kind of has hints of a CBS leech. So if you guys have fished up there, California brown seal. So I'm just going to take this dubbing and build a very thin body. I'm not going to put it in a loop because I just kind of want those colors to show through. I don't need the dubbing to actually move around here. It's important when you're using coarse dubbing like this to use very small clumps. If you use big clumps, it will never stick to your thread and you get frustrated. All right, so we'll just go forward, keeping it nice and thin. You can see it's buggy, a little bit of flash showing through. That's just what we're after. Get up here and we'll retwist. That should be enough to finish this up. Okay, before I wrap the hackle, I'm just going to throw a quick whip finish in that so nothing unravels. Not something I usually do at my desk, but when I'm talking while I'm tying, sometimes stuff happens, as you've seen. All right, so I'm just going to take this hackle and wind it forward. Just like that. And it does just pretty much stand straight out like that. It gives a woolly bugger a different effect in the water. Those bristly fibers probably put off different vibrations for the fish for them to feel. I'm going to try to get all those fibers back and build a nice little head. And I'll whip finish that. So this little fly, you could just take it out just like this. This is how most of them will look. Kind of unconventional looking bugger, but we have, a little bit of dubbing in there. We can pick out and make it kind of string through those hackle fibers. But anyway, that is a deadly stillwater style fly that you should try out.